Buswell here for Dr. VoIP. Let's take a look at the ShoreTel conference server currently available only in version 12 or higher. This is an amazing new capability for ShoreTel. We're talking about a Linux appliance, 19 inches wide, 1U high, installs like any other ShoreGear switch. An installer who has never seen this product before could open up the shipping box, take it out, rack and stack it, and install it. Why? Because it installs just like any other ShoreGear switch. It's managed through the ShoreWare Director. Its core functionality is, well, let's take a look. It provides the IM server for the communications professional. It offers audio conferencing, web conferencing, including desktop sharing, and it'll support, depending on the model you pick, about 50 audio ports simultaneously and 30 web conferences shared desktop simultaneously, plus about 500 to 2,500 internet messaging conversations. So let me take you to the ShoreWare Director and show you how this puppy is managed. So here we are inside the ShoreWare Director, and those of you who are familiar with the system administration interface will recognize we're at Quick Look. We're taking a top-down view of the system. I've got two sites here, Hollywood, Bollywood. And I can see over here under servers and appliances that we have a new appliance called the ShoreTel conference server. And this was added installation not unlike something you would go through to install an SG50, for example. If you drill down on the application server, you'll be able to look at statistics about the status and current utilization of this appliance. In this case, the web server, collaboration management, how's the telephony switch doing, how many IM users are present. It's a very straightforward, very familiar administrative interface to anybody that's used Quick Look before. I have a separate clip on how to install it. At this point, I just want to show you what the user selection would be. Let's go down to my favorite Gandalf to Gray and notice how Gandalf is set up. Obviously, Gandalf needs a professional license type if he's going to take advantage of IM capability on the ShoreTel appliance. And down here, we're going to select the conference settings and the internet messenger settings. This enables you to select some alternatives. You could have had Microsoft OCS or links here, but today we have the conference server. So that's just a quick, very quick look through Quick Look and the ShoreWare Director interface. Let me take you to the web interface and show you how a user would interface with the conference server. You as a user, internal or external to the system, are going to point your browser at the name or the IP address of the server, and you'll be presented with this screen. You will want to log in. I'm going to go ahead here and log in as Gandalf the Grey with my user ID and password. You can see a list of conferences that I previously created. I can see the personal library, which includes files for pictures, presentations, video files, and whether they're shared by my colleagues or personal to me. I can create my own profile, get a profile picture. It'll pop up when appropriate. I have access to the public. I'll see here a list of conferences, recordings. There's some system test facilities to let me as a user know that I've got the correct configuration for my browser and flash players, etc. You can even do a speed test, make sure we're within the appropriate parameters for doing a desktop sharing presentation. You'll want to go here, download the ShoreTel presenter. If you are in fact presenting, it's recommended you get the accelerator for desktop sharing performance enhancements. It's not necessary but recommended. Let me show you how to set up a conference. I've already created a couple of conferences here, but let's go ahead and add a conference. You're going to go ahead and give it a name. You're going to determine whether it's a reservation list. Sometimes it's helpful just to have something that's there all the time. If I want to schedule it, have it be there and reserved at a particular date and time for a particular duration, go ahead and do that. Add it to your calendar. The description, what's this presentation about? Do the participants need to enter their name? Have a password? The participant the host code, the phone number that people will dial to call in, and whether we want tones, etc., to when people enter or leave the conference. There's some other system admin type administration bullets here to determine whether you start with the conference only when the host arrives, and whether people put in their participant names or what have you. When you go ahead and hit the submit button, it will then ask you if you want to email that, and it will offer you the opportunity to go ahead and do that. I've created a couple of conferences already, and so I'm going to invite some people to join. I can go ahead and just put in the email address of these people. It'll send them a message on the subject and give them the access code. Keep in mind, if you want people outside the company to be able to join, you have to make sure that there's a publicly IP address or a good public name to reach your conference facility and get to the IT department to set up the firewall and do all that good IT stuff. I'd like to show you what it looks like now if I go ahead and join the conference. Since I am the host, it's going to launch my ShoreTel desktop presenter, and you'll see here that I've got something that goes out and tells people how to join the conference. They can actually put in their phone number and the system will call them. I can start my desktop sharing here and select to just share an application or share my entire desktop. You'll notice over here the kind of very familiar environment to those of you who have used other systems. You can see information about the host. You can see information about the participants. At the moment, Gandalf is the only participant. We have the ability to send personal messages or IM messages to everybody in the meeting. So as you can see, a very powerful solution for desktop sharing, access to your previously prepared materials, even a whiteboard application. You have the ability to just go ahead and draw and share that, stop that nonsense, go on, mute participants, call up participants, send another invitation for a late joiner, lock the conference from further participants, and end the conference. So that's a quick overview of the ShoreTel conference server, and I hope you have found this interesting, and I